Welcome back, beautiful. In today's video, we're going to go over the true meaning of what it means to be that girl. First things first, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so you can officially become a part of this self-love community. Let's get started. Let me just start off by saying being that girl has nothing to do with perfection. It has everything to do with being intentional and showing up for yourself in the most authentic way possible. So let's talk about what being that girl is not. First things first, being that girl is not the girl who only hangs out with really pretty girls and has status and looks perfect all the fucking time, just to go behind their backs and talk shit about their friends. No, that's probably the ugliest girl that you can be, regardless of how pretty your face is. Your character truly shows your true beauty. So if your character is ugly, baby, you're not fooling anybody but your damn self. They're also not that girl who has the perfect life, that drinks green smoothies and wakes up at 5 a.m. in the morning and has her nails done and her hair's done all the time and always looks put together every single second of the day. That's not that girl either. While all of that is great and amazing, the true magic lies in your definition of what being that girl means to you. What feels right for you, what feels authentic for you. To really break it down, it all starts by getting super clear on what your intentions are and your values are. If you are loud and bold or quiet and soft spoken, if that feels right and that feels true to you, then that's what it is. So the next part is all about sticking to that in every room that you walk into. Never, ever, ever dimming your light to make other people feel comfortable and just making yourself feel small in order to comfort the people around you. No, baby. That's where you got it all backwards. Especially coming from a recovering people pleaser, I understand what that means. I understand what that feels like. And it's not serving anybody, because when you step into a room being your most authentic self, you give everybody permission to also show up as their most authentic self too. Literally everybody feels it. When you radiate your authenticity, everybody can't help but to receive it, especially on social media. I mean, gosh, let's just take a quick pause and talk about that really quick. It's so easy to get caught up comparing yourself to people's highlights and people's different realities of how their life is, when, baby, half the time people are just putting on a show and they don't actually want to show you what's truly going on. And when you do come across a page where that person is being authentic and that person is telling their story and that person is being so raw and real behind the camera, it's just like, oh fuck, that's an actual person too. I can actually be myself on here and I don't have to feel so worried about how people perceive me. Oh my God, that's amazing. And like, you're literally gonna break yourself free. You're gonna break other people free just by being yourself freely. Truly speaking, the best way to do it is by staying true to who you are in every situation, every interaction, every experience that comes your way, is being intentional with how you want to show up with other people. And I think 90% of that is how you show up with yourself behind closed doors. So if you're kind and compassionate to yourself, you're also going to be kind and compassionate to other people. It's not about putting on a show for everybody. It's how you show up as your true self. How do you start living from an intentional place? How do you create this mindful lifestyle? Well, it all starts with the relationship you have with yourself. It's truly sitting down and asking yourself, what do I want to feel when I look at myself in the mirror? Who do I want to be? How do I want to show up? Who am I? What do I value? How can I align my actions with that person? So if you truly don't feel beautiful in your body, but you know that you want to officially get to this place where you do, regardless of how your body looks like on the outside, then that's going to have a lot to do with your self-talk. And how can you change your self-talk? What is going to work for you to change your self-talk? For me, that was affirmations. I would write it down, I would repeat it, I would look at myself naked and practice non-judgment until one day I finally started to be like, I actually do feel fucking beautiful. Oh my God, I'm making progress. Your self-talk is everything, and it truly affects how you show up for yourself and how you see yourself and your interactions. So prioritize it. Learn new ways on how you can better it. What are your values? Is it compassion? Is it forgiveness? Do you have that with yourself? Do you give yourself grace? Do you forgive yourself when you mess up? Are you compassionate with yourself and consider everything you've gone through to be who you are up until this point? Do you value your relationship with God and strengthen that spiritual relationship? It's getting super duper clear on what matters to you and what your values are. And then once that's out of the way, it's about aligning your actions with it. This is where we get into our routines and we put those values into practice by how we're showing up with our routines. So if you do value your health and you do value your relationship with God and you do value forgiveness and compassion, then you're gonna go ahead and align your actions with that. The next time somebody hurts you and maybe projects on you, you can see it from a place of love and compassion and forgive them and not take it so personally when someone hurts you. You can start praying. You can start having a prayer ritual. You can start going to the gym. You can start working out. You can start doing exercises. You can go on a daily walk. And once your routines are in place, that's when you have your boundaries. That's when self-discipline comes into play. Self-discipline is the one and only thing that's going to keep you on track and in line with who you truly are. It's saying no to the things that you know might put you back down a path that you just got off, that you don't need to go back to, that you know is full of lots of toxic, negative, hurtful things. And you're on the right path. That self-discipline is going to keep you on that right path of light and love and health and goodness. And so it makes it easier to see distractions for what they are and respect yourself. That's what self-discipline does. It keeps you in check. It keeps you aligned with who you truly are. It strengthens your self-respect. Real talk, that's what being that girl is. It's about saying no. It's about showing up on the days that you don't want to. It's about prioritizing the things that matter most to you and saying no to literally everything else. I think the reason why people get intimidated when they see that girl walking by and they know they're not showing up for themselves in the best way that they possibly could, and they don't have a really good relationship with themselves, like they may be still in that super duper insecure place, they get really intimidated when they see that girl radiating that light and that love. She represents something that you're not doing for yourself, and instead of being inspired by it, you judge her for it. You surround yourself with other girls who are on that same page as you. It makes you feel better to talk shit and to put her down versus doing the work yourself and being disciplined with yourself and having those values and sticking to them and staying in integrity with what matters most to you. You'd rather ignore it, drink it away, laugh at people who are shining, and blame and find excuses for literally every single reason why you can't become the most truest expression of who you are. That's a very miserable place to be. But I also understand that some people don't actually want to do the change. They don't want to do the work. And so there will always be people who are going to judge you, who are always going to try to put you down, who are always going to try to make you feel less than and blah, 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 blah. I understand that those people are always going to exist. A reality check for you, if you are that girl, like that's something that you're always going to need to accept, is you're always going to have some group of people who are just not going to like you because you're radiating such beauty. You are always going to have some people who hate that about you because they don't have it with themselves. They're not happy with themselves. And all you can do for those people, especially if those people try to hurt you, is send them love and healing. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are. So I think the more that we can extend that grace, extend that forgiveness, extend that compassion, the better it is for both parties. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly hope you took a lot away from this video. And if there's anything that touched you, go ahead and comment it below and maybe share this with your friend that you feel like you know would like this. And always remember, being that girl has nothing to do with being perfect. It's all about being intentional. So regardless if your path looks different from everybody else's, as long as it feels right for you, that's all that matters. So keep showing up, keep staying intentional, and most importantly, stay kind to yourself. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Much love.